Hi and welcome back to my channel, and thank you for all the support that you've given me of watching my channel and watching my videos. So today I'm coming in with the new free club members gift, which is the Fairy Wishes one, and I'm using the Make-A-Wish fairy topper set, which is this purple one, which is my favourite colour, purple. And it's got all the corresponding inserts. So I bought the big bundle, which has the little book as well, and I also bought the acetate that goes with this collection. With the big bundle you get the papers, the cardstock, and you also get the plain cardstock as well. So this is for this topper. So I've just got all this out because some of this is what I'm going to be using to make my card. Not 100% sure of how this card is going to go, but I've pre-cut I had a 10 by 7 card and I wanted to make this a 8 by 7, so I've cut that down to the 8 mark from the 10 mark. Got my gold mirror there, so I'm just going to cut down my bit of gold mirror so that it's 2 notches under the 8 this way, and then 2 notches under the 7 this way. So that is my base, or top layer I should say. And then I'm going to bring in this piece of cardstock, which I think this one will work pretty well with this card. So I'm going 4 notches under the, just got to check to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, nope. Just bear with a minute. Yeah, I am doing it right. So 4 notches under the 7 actually, this way. So I've still got that little bit there. And then this one needs to be 4 notches under. But I also need it so I can take the same amount off. Because I want it to be so that it opens this way and this goes vertically on this one. So if I take 2 notches off of each side to start with, so this is a bit bigger than 8, so this is like 8 1/4 that way. So if I take this down to 8 this side, and I'll turn that around, and I go 4 notches under the 8 this way. Hopefully that will be near enough the same amount taken off of each side. Just a little bit over, so one side's going to be a little bit bigger than the other, but it doesn't matter so much. And then that's going to go, oops, I forgot my mat. That's going to go on there, like so, I think. Or actually, I think that's going to go inside there. So I forgot I was doing acetate, so I need my bit of acetate, which is here, and I need this to go that way. But so this one's going to be the same as previous, so I'm just going to take that down just slightly. I should have gone the other way on this one first. So I need this to be at 7 1/2 this way, so I've got an 1/2 inch tab to bend over and take that off. So now we're at 8, so I need to go 2 notches under the 8 this way, hopefully that should be so that's going to fit on the card at the front there. Now I want it. That's a little bit left over. I'll just put that to the side. Don't need that bit, so that can go with that. And then just going to move you out the way as well. And then for the bit that's going to be, so that bit's going to be down there, and then I need a bit that's going to come under here. So I'm either going to go that way or I'm going to go the purple side. Might go the purple side. So then that needs to be 4 notches under the 7, like so, and then 4 notches under the 8. And then I'm going to get my bit of gold mirror, which that bit's not big enough. And then do 2 notches under the 7, and then 2 notches under the 8, sorry, which is that one. And that would be for that. I'll make up my mind whether I'm going to use the pattern side or the plainer side. I think that's all the cutting I need for that one at this moment. And then the topper that I'm going with is, I think it's this one at the bottom, no, this one at the top here, so I'm going with her on this one. So I'm just going to move these bits out of the way for a minute. Try and put my bits into order. Let's put them there so I can get to my topper. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, okay, my trimmer. I don't knock it over. So I've got the big trimmer, and I've lost my bit of mirror card now. Always losing bits. Oh, there it is, underneath. So I need to score this at 1/2 inch. And hopefully that should be enough to put it on the inside of the card so it doesn't get shown. I don't need that for anything else at the moment. So I need to tuck this one this way so that the gold of the front of that mirror is at the acetate is at the front of my card. So I'm just burnishing that down a little bit. Might have to get my other one out, which is a bit stronger. This is from my Cricut machine. It's just a bit quicker, a bit stronger for like pushing this down. And then I do have a anti-static like bag. Hopefully this shouldn't stick to anything. Get a little bit of static in these. Just give it a bit of a wipe over. It's sticking to my board because obviously my board is glass, so it'll stick to that. Just got to move my mat out of the way so I can get my red liner tape out. And I'm going to stick that. Stuck quick. The thing with this, I can't see the end of the acetate because of the glass top. Let's push it along there. Need my scissors. Trim that off. Hopefully that's not going to be showing when I peel this off. I need my card for the minute. So what I'm going to do before I stick that on is I'm going to put this, I'm going to fix these two onto the base of this card. So hopefully this tacky glue is not as runny as it was a little. No, see, now it's blocked. Oh, see what I mean? It's very runny, this one. Don't know what is the matter with that glue today. So I'm going to try and place this down without getting too much of a mess everywhere, hopefully. That glue is like being a pain in the bum today. I don't know why it's so runny. Just going to try and wipe that off a little bit. The thing with tacky glue, it doesn't take the shine off the gold mirror, so it should be alright. This board is actually quite easy to wipe down as well. So let's have a look. I've got another tacky one there, I might have to try that one. It doesn't, I don't know if that one's just a bit runny because it might be a different type of tacky glue, I'm not sure. Can't remember, I filled them up a while back. Anyway, so just put in all-purpose glue on there. Let's try you. Once I get it to come down here, if it ever wants to budge. There we go. A little bit of tacky glue in these four corners, and then I'll stick this down onto here. I'm getting really messy today doing this. It's that glue underneath, it's really starting to squidge out. Okay, just keep that somewhere, so just in case. Right, let's get this acetate onto the front of here now. I'll still, just letting you know, I still haven't got around to doing my competition as of yet, but it might be delayed for another week, but it will get, I will sort that out and it will get done and it will be up on my YouTube channel. So this, just trying to line it up so I can stick this down. So this is what I call a easel card acetate front. So that's going to be like that, and then this bit is going to be underneath here to hide that. Just going to turn that over so it doesn't blind you. I'm going to try my all-purpose on this and a bit of runner tape from Hunkydory. When this works, I think it's running out, which means I need to put a refill in soon. Okay, and then turn this one over. So I decided to use the butterfly side. I was going to use just the purple one, but I like this one, to be honest. So I'm just going to try and place this down. As careful as possible, and I've moved that too far over that way now. try this again. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, so then again, same again, just with the all-purpose glue on the back, like so. Not that one. And then a bit tacky. I haven't actually filled this bottle up recently, this one, so this is why it's taking its time to come out. So there we go. And then this is going to go just on the inside. Like this. Just trying to push that up a little bit because you don't want it to get in the way of the bend in the card. And then hopefully I can get it to stick. It might not stick on this acetate. I'm trying not to move all the other bits. This slightly moved again. There we go. No, I don't think that's going to stick on there. Right, I'm just going to stand that up there. I'm going to get a couple of bits of red liner tape. I should remember this from all the other ones I've made, this style, that glue doesn't stick to acetate. So put one bit under there. And then another bit on this side. And then it should stick down, hopefully. I've lost my pokey tool. So I'm just going to come in under here and pull this off. So that's one thing to remember, that when you're working with acetate on a card front, that you're going to have to use some kind of strong adhesive to get other elements to stick down, like card and paper, because it will not stick. So that's that sorted, that bit. So hopefully the rest of it will take, which it looks like it has. It doesn't look like it's going to pop out as much. I'm just going to fold that down. Just going to fold this down and then stand that up and then get my topper. I'm sorry if you can hear dog barking outside. So just drinking my coffee. Doesn't really dry throat. And it's quite warm out there today. So with this one, I said I was going to come in with this one, which is the fairy at the top. Get her out. So she's going to be sitting on there. It's quite a big card. I know, but it's because of the acetate. That's why I wanted it to be such a big card, because of it being at the sides and this bit being at the sides. So I thought it was the perfect combination, really. And then the topper sentiment sheet, rather, May all your dreams come true. I think that's the one I'm going to use. But I'll see when I've put this on at the front. So you just see if I'm going to use all of these frames. Half the time I never use these little gold frames in the middle. Some of them are really flimsy, so I never really bother about them. So just for me to do this, I'm just going to fold this card down how I would if I was going to be putting this in an envelope to post off. So this one here, I'm really sorry about that dog barking outside if my camera picks this up. Got some little foam pads, which hopefully these will be big, not too big. If not, I'll have to use no, they're a bit too big. I'll have to use my strips if I can find them in here. Got some Hunkydory ones. I might have to use these. I'm not sure on the thickness of these. I think they might be 2mm, not sure. So I'm just going to come in and go around, hopefully, that they will bend around these corners. There we go. And now I've got the ice cream van. I'm just going to put them there. Even though these are going on top of acetate, you will see these from the underside. You can always put, if you don't want to see any of the workings through there, you can obviously put a bit of card over the back of that if you wanted to, so you don't see it. I never really bother, because I think to myself, well, people ain't going to lift the card up to have a look underneath. Well, I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. So I'm just putting a bit of that runny glue on there, and I think this was the way up. Just going to smack that in the middle, hopefully. Hopefully that glue will dry properly. And because I want her to stand out a little bit, I might have to bring... It's hard trying to know how to do this card. I don't know if that's sticking now. No. I think I put too much glue on that bit. It might stick in a minute. Really moving about today, this one. And I've got these, I think these are 4mm pads from Hunkydory. Oops. I think I'm going to come in with a couple of them. Might have to cut a couple so that this stands really high on this front of this card. I'm just hoping that that frame's going to stick, otherwise I'm going to have to pull it off and redo it, which I don't think it's sticking up here. No, so I'm going to use the wipe to wipe the glue off. So normally when I'm doing acetate fronts, I don't normally use glue on them. On these foam pads. Oops. I normally just stick the foam pads straight down onto my board, onto my card, so that ain't going to stick now. Dear me. See if I can get these foam pads off of here without ruining my card too much, without ruining my frame too much. Or I'm going to have to move my card out of the way for a minute, and then I might have to put some more foam pads on. Excuse me. Getting in the right mess with this card today. Good job I have some wipes at the side of me for that purpose. See, I've made it really non-sticky now, and I don't know whether I'm going to get them off, to be honest, to be able to redo it. If you're really careful with a craft knife, you can get them off. I say be careful, because craft knives are pretty sharp, especially this Hunkydory one. Just going around it gently, just to take that off as much as I can. Without ruining the frame. Nearly done. That was my silly mistake for today. There we go. I don't think I'm going to get it any clearer other than that, to be honest. So I'm going to have to come back in with my foam pads again. Here. I think this time I'm going to come in with the skinnier ones. If I can get them off of my sheet. Which proving to be a pain as well. There we go. Coming around with them again, same as before. Take them off. Oh, I'm sticking to my chair. Just going to bring this one round. The final bit. Have it. Oops. And then see if my acetate is cleared up. Yeah, that's cool. And then pull that off. Put that back in there. And that's all off. And fold this back over the way I had it before. And then I'm not putting any glue on the backs of that one this time, just because the last time I did that it wouldn't stick, would it? So you have to remember that oops, that glue doesn't really stick to acetate. So I'm just going to pull these backings off of these that I've already put on. These 4mm foam pads. And then just, oh, nearly stuck that down before I was ready to. Place that smack bang in the middle Then I need something for my stopper. I've lost my sheet. Well, I haven't lost my sheet's under here. Just bung everything on top. So I'm going to use this little butterfly at the bottom here. And I'm going to use one of these thick foam pads, just in the centre of that. So this can be my stopper. Where do I want it to stop though? Maybe about there. That's cool. And then the sentiment I'm going to put on for someone special, birthday girl, or may all your dreams come true. I think I might save the may all your dreams come true for one of the smaller toppers. So I think I'm just going to come in with this top one actually, for someone special. And I'm going to come in with a bit of one of these, just to keep in that thickness of foam pads, I think. And then all I've got to do is put the insert on. Where do I want this to go? So the card's going to stand up like so. So I'm going to put it in, or on this side of the card. It's going to go straight, just like so. And then I'm going to use some of the gems that I've already got, which I've got some really dark, like different purple ones here. I'll just put that there for a minute. Where's my pokey tool gone? It's got my little thing on the end of that to pick the gems up. And then I'm going to come in. See, some of these gems on here look a different colour. Oh yeah, these ones are purple, them ones are pink and purple. So I'm going to come in with these dark ones. I'm just going to put one there on that side. Oops, I don't want the little pink one. And then one on this side. And about there. Maybe a bit close, but it doesn't matter. Turn her around just for the minute. Put a few on there. And I've got these little tiny ones which I never really use, to be honest, because they're so small and fiddly. But I'm just going to put just a couple of little teeny tiny ones, if I can, just down on these corners here. Really fiddly, these little tiny gems, to be honest. Just using these ones up. Whoops. Just down on the bottom of this. Card, not very straight on there, but and there we have that one. Just put them back in my drawer. So that is card number 1, done and dusted. It took a little while to get there, but we got there in the end. Because I seem to be having, excuse me, a little bit of issue with forgetting that I was using acetate again. So just going to try and find my sheet. So this is the one that's going to come on here on the back, obviously. So it's going to go where I put my inserts when I do cards like this is right on the back of here, so that people see that on there. And I tend to do all that now before I put my card away, because I forget that I haven't put an insert on there, then I have to rush around doing an insert. So I'll need this one to be at the 8-inch mark, or just under 8. No, yeah, just under 8. Where's my pencil? So it's under the 8, and then let's pull that in a little bit, just under the 7. No, it might be in the, oh yeah, it's going to be okay. And I'm going to use my guillotine, forgot what it was called, which is Crafter's Companion. Just going to pull this down, put on that line, and then the same on that one, and that should be okay now, I think. And then I use my trusty tape gun for this. Oh, I think I did that. Oh no, I did it right. I doubted the size of my card then for a minute. I was thinking I'd done it wrong. And then turn that over that way. I'll maybe try and flatten that out a little bit. Oops. So I can put this. I did cut it a bit short, but never mind. Can go on the back there. And then that'll sit up like that. And then you turn it around, and that's where your message will go there. So that is how this one is going to sit when it's up. So that is card number 1 done. I'm just going to have a bit of a tidy down and set up for card number 2, and I'll be back shortly with that one. Okay, I'm back. So I've cut out the die that I got with this one, the Pretty Floral Arch, and I've just been having a little play, got to cut it out obviously. So this was originally a 7x7 card, and I've cut 2 inches away from this one. The card's got a little bit sort of bent and what have you through going through the die cutting machine, but other than that it's not that bad. So I've got a bit of acetate here, which is the butterfly one, so I'm just going to have to cut that one down so that it fits this front panel, which is around about 5x7, I think. Yeah, so 5x7. So I'm just going to cut this to 5x7. Like that. And then open this up so it goes 5x7. That is that done. So they're under there. And I've got another piece of the paper, so I'm going to cut this one to 2 notches under the 7, because this is going to be the inside bit, and then 2 notches under the 7 this way, like so. And that's going to sit under there. So let's bring this in, and I think for this one all I'm going to do is use my tape runner for this one. So I am going with the purple side this time for the inside of this card. As I say, I've been having a little bit of a play around. Well, I've been deciding what to do with this card, and I couldn't come up with was trying different ways of putting this card together. It's just going to be a plain white front, which I've never really done before. So I'm just coming up here with this, get my scissors to cut this off, and the same again on this side, because obviously the acetate needs to stick to this. Going all the way around. Just trying to get it as straight as I can. And the last little bit on this bottom. That's not to get it to come across the top of the die a bit, but it's spread across so that the corners of my acetate stick. There we go. And then got my pokey tool so I can peel the backings off of these, hopefully. Like so. Put them in the bin. Grab my acetate. And hopefully I haven't cut this too big. So if my hands don't stick to the thing first, if I have, I can just trim the bit off at the bottom if it's too big. Just a tiny bit. I think maybe I should have cut that a little bit shorter. Excuse me. And you see that there. Let's put them away. Excuse me. Got really tickly throat today. So then I was going to come in with this topper here, but I don't know if it's gonna. I'm not going to be able to get it to. Well, I will be able to get it to stick. It's just going to show that way. I think it was that one. Oops, I've got it stuck now. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one under here that's hiding somewhere. Here she is. So I'm going to come in with some. Where's my foam pads? Some foam pads. So this glass mat, don't have to make a rattling noise. I'm putting foam pads on things. I mean, I do like the mat, but it doesn't like my desk. Just peeling these off. I'll bring this back in. And I'm going to place this, hopefully just on the front of there, like so. So that's going to stand up, hopefully. It's just not at the moment because I can see the acetate on this, but I can't see it under my light. It's sticking over a tad on that bottom. So let's see if that's going to make it stand up now. Yeah. The only other thing I have got a problem with is the acetate on this side here is a little bit too wide. So like I say, you need to cut that a little bit smaller. That's sort of like sticking over the edge on there, so that's why it's not folding. Just going to try and trim that down a little bit without cutting my card. So there we have that bit. This has got a little bit of a dent in it from when I was trying to cut this out. It wouldn't go through my die cutter for some reason. There shouldn't have been any problems with it because it's the same machine what they use on Hunkydory, so I don't know why it was causing me issues trying to get it through the machine. It didn't cut it out the first time I put it through, so I had to do it a second time and it still didn't cut it all the way through, and I put it through the third time and it cut it all the way through. So I don't know what the issue was with that, but anyway, putting one little butterfly one down there. What's going on here? Oh, it's my bit of acetate that I cut off, and then I'm going to put this little one down in this corner here, and then for the sentiment I was going to come in with "May all your dreams come true" on this one, which I might have to put up there. I might have to come over a little bit, so it might come over so it just sits on half and half. And now I need to make sure that I don't put any foam pad on where it's going to show when I stick this down onto here. Just going to double check before I push it down. That should be stuck there like so. And then I need some gems. I'm going to come back in with these ones that I used on my previous card. I think they're the same. Yep. And stick some in this top right hand corner, left hand corner even. Stick that one on there. Making a pattern with them, and I think that's all I'm going to put on there. So that is card number 2 done. Different style to what I normally do, something different, using a die that I don't normally buy and just using a plain white card. I mean, you will see the workings on there, but nobody's going to see that when the card is standing up like that. I might need a bit of a burnish down, mind, just because of them that acetate on the other side of that. Hopefully that's a bit better. There we go, that's sitting a bit better now. So that is card number 2. I'm just bringing my first one, which is a long way away. And then there's card number 1, number 2 out of the Fairy Wishes one. Then I've got a couple of bits, as I say, left over from that one, so stand up my glue. So in this I've still got one topper and 2, one birthday sentiment and a little butterfly, and then the banner. And then I've got these 2 bits of paper left over from that 2 pieces of card that I had. paper that I had in the kit. I've still got that bit of card, and I have still got this one that I've not even touched yet. So that is that one for now. And then I've still got my insert for this second card to go on the back, and obviously a couple of bits of acetate from the rainbow one, and I've also got a bit of acetate somewhere from the other one, which I seem to have misplaced at the moment. But anyway, that is it for this video. So yes, so I hope you like these two styles of cards that I've made. Don't know where that other bit of acetate's gone. Oh well, I'll find it afterwards. Yeah, so that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and then until the next time, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.